What's up, guys? It's the Carp here, back with another episode of this Football Manager mobile experiment. If you missed the first episode, go check it out. But the point of this is that I've created the best striker in the world. I've given him perfect stats and thrown him in a League Two club, in this case, Newport County. Now, obviously, they are no longer a League Two club, but do you think they've made it into the Premier League? They've not won any titles this season, but they have made it, and they finished 15th. So, really good season for them. Really good season for the GOAT. 20 goals, finishing top goal scorer, and he's now worth 183 million at 23 years of age, 14 goals in 13 games for the English national team, and he's actually the most expensive player in the world, just ahead of Erling Haaland. So good season for him, and he's been making some good progress. Having some improvements on sort of his. He had a kind of one off season, and he kind of bounced back. But Newport County as a club, if we look, so I don't think there's any new records. We've got a new record signing, but not super important. If we look at the league history, so they actually made it. They won. Let's see. So you guys would have seen in the last episode they made it from League Two into the championship, and then just after that they won the championship. So finished 21st in the last sort of part that I showed you last episode, and then they jumped all the way up into first place. It was a very narrow victory, but very impressive. But unfortunately, they dropped straight back down, finishing 19th place, almost bottom in the Premier League. But then they bounced back, finished 6th place, barely making the playoffs, but they did kind of steamroll through those after they made it in there. And then 15th place this season. So a little bit of a roller coaster there, but pretty much what you would expect from your average team coming up from the championship, especially if they were in League Two just a few seasons ago. But so that's where the club has been at. So the GOAT here, as you can see, again, I don't know why that 2021 season is missing out. It's really unfortunate. So he did have a kind of off season in the last season that I showed you last episode, finishing with 18 goals and 4 assists in 40 matches. But then in that championship winning season, he had his best year yet rating wise with an 8.18, getting 45 goals in 38 games, with also getting 6 assists. He's really starting to rack up the yellow cards though. Now that he's getting, I guess, into some some stiffer competition. He kind of as soon as they got into the championship, that's when it started. I mean, classic championship, I guess, but he continued that into the Premier League. That aggression stat really coming in there. So he only actually made 24 appearances in his first season in the Premier League in all competitions. Must have been due to injury or something. I can't imagine they would have dropped him, but only 14 goals and 1 assist. But again, that was them finishing 19th place, so it's to be expected. He didn't actually have a too incredible of a season by his standards, with 37 goal contributions in 38 games. Still, fantastic, but that was in the championship. But that brought them up after the playoffs into the Premier League, and then 30 goals and 6 assists in 44 games. 8 of those actually coming in continental competitions. Didn't even actually, I know why they were playing in continental competitions. So let's actually check how they did. So they're in the Euro Cup final. They're almost certainly not going to win that, but did not even realize that, so I will go ahead and go past that. But the reason they are in the Europa League at all is because they did actually manage to win the FA Cup last season. So that could have sort of played into why they finished 6th place in the league, but they won the FA Cup against Arsenal in 25-26 last season, with the GOAT finishing as the top goal scorer, 8 goals, I believe. Classic Arsenal, by the way. Won the FA Cup, finished like 14th in the league or something. Yeah, 14th place. Just so classic Arsenal. Southampton actually finishing 3rd. A couple surprises in there. But anyways, let's, I guess, last thing I'll do in this episode is let's just holiday forward a little bit more, and let's see if they can win the Europa League. That would be something, if they could play in the championship this early on, in their 9th season after starting off in League Two. Alright, have they done it? Let's see. Against Barcelona, I really doubt it. And no, they got demolished 5-1. But how did the GOAT do? He finished, joint top goal scorer with Ansu Fati. 9 goals. Very impressive. Nathan Holland actually up there as well. Another Newport County player. Really decent, this guy. One of the reasons that they managed to stay up in the Premier League this season. But yeah, that is how things are going so far. I will simulate another 4 seasons, um, maybe 5 or 6, I'm not sure. In the next episode, we'll kind of see what happens, see if there's anything interesting that goes on. But that is going to do it for this one. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time.